don't miss them.
Wow.
It seems to me that that's something that somebody could have said yesterday.
I don't remember that.
We're talking about your prediction of the demise of the American newspaper within your novel. Do you have any recollection of why that's one of the things that you so presciently predicted and envisioned? Why back in 1951, and then when you rewrote the book in 53, did you think that American newspapers might see their demise?
I don't understand the question. Give me some now.
When you wrote the book, when you originally wrote the story, why did you originally predict that newspapers might be going under, might be about to meet their demise?
I could see that television was coming into our lives, and it was dominating, and radio and TV were dominating our thinking, and therefore newspapers and books were endangered. And I knew that was, and so I predicted that, yeah.
One thing that fascinates me about the difference between your novel and the Truffaut film is that different historical grounding, because your novel, it seems to me, is very much based on the Cold War atmosphere. Truffaut's film, it seems to me, is very much based on memories of the German occupation of France. And it's fascinating to me because even the books, many of the books that you see are old penguins from that period.
He made a very fascinating film. It's a very great film. It's beautifully cast. Oscar Berger is a beautiful character playing Montag. So, and the ending of the film is one of the most beautiful endings that any film I've ever seen. It's beautiful.
You have been critical about some of the changes, though, the mechanical hound missing.
It's a shame they left it out. I hope when they make a future version, I hope that Mel Gibson makes his version. And puts mechanical hound in, too.
If I could, for those who don't know here, Mel Gibson owns the rights to the book currently. Is there any news about this remake of Fahrenheit 451?
There's no news. Mel Gibson called me a couple of weeks ago, but he didn't say anything about the future. It's a great shame. Unfortunately, he's busy with the Russian girl, and so I'm on TV this morning swearing at her. So there you go.
Don't censor yourself, Ray. Well, we know that you're nearing 90, and we don't want to take a lot of your time up. Your time and your energy is very precious. You have a new book you're working on. So maybe just a few more questions. I don't want to tire you out.
I love being with you. Yeah.
Well, we love having you here. You're beamed into downtown Chicago, where you used to come just a couple blocks away to buy your magic tricks in the early 1930s.
Could you think, if you were rewriting Fahrenheit 451 today, could you think of anything that you would do differently?
If you were going to rewrite Fahrenheit 451 today, could you think of anything you would do differently?
I wouldn't change a thing. I would intensify it maybe. I'd make it more dramatic, but I wouldn't change a thing.
Now, with the play, you did add a new section giving some of Captain Beatty's background. You wrote the play to Fahrenheit 451. Why did you add sort of the backstory to Captain Beatty? Could you talk about that a little bit?
I'm sorry.
When you wrote the play, you added an extra scene in with Captain Beatty giving the background.
Yeah, I added that scene because Captain Beatty came to me and told me to write it. He told me about his background and about the fact that he was originally a reader of books, and he collected them But he said the secret was, you don't read them. You don't have to burn them. All you have to do is not read them. So that's what Captain Beatty told me, and added it to a scene in the play.
Well, we'll let you go. We see your dinosaur over your left shoulder, of course. We want to tell you all we have a great crowd here today, and we all want to give our greatest love to you, Ray, and we want you to keep writing. And as a magician, Mr. Electrico once said to you, we want you to live forever.
Yes, and I love your story about the dog with the red tip bandana, which I read today.
Oh, I'm so glad. It's one of my favorite stories. And I got a lot of new stories that I put in my new book, Juggernaut, which will be published next Christmas.
Well, thank you, Ray Bradbury, for dropping in on a very large flat-screen television. We're glad you're part of our family.
It's wonderful.
And please give our thanks to JD for helping out today with this out there.
God bless you all.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
I love you.
It actually worked.